Yo, yo.
Yo, what's happening?
It's your boy Tally Up, man. Welcome to the crib. I'm here with my
I'm
co-host.
freaking neat, man. How y'all doing, man? Today we got the lovely.
Oh, yeah. I'm talking about very special, bright and intelligent
Right, for real.
black female author today,
For real.
Miss Erica Thomas. Welcome to the crib.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
I am so glad to be here.
That's what's up.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
That's
We
what's
about
up.
to take off. We about to
We'll
get into
jump
it.
right into the questions, all right? So the first question I got is like, what inspires your book topics? Like when you writing a book and when you writing, is it where it come from? Like what inspires it?
That's a good question. Okay, so let me just tell y'all when I first wrote my first story,
Okay.
I hand wrote it. I was in college at FAMU.
Wow.
And I got a little bit depressed. So writing was an outlet for me at that time. I wish I could find that story. That story was awesome, but I don't know why I put that story from all the moving. So when I went to Atlanta in 2006, when I first tried to move up there, I couldn't find a job. For like 6 months, I was looking for a job, so I got a little bit more depressed. So it seemed like I was belting out stories when I was depressed. So that's how I got my first series, Every D Boy's Dream. That was a series that made me a best-selling author because all 5 books in that series went top 5 on Amazon.
Oh my God.
And so that's how I was able to get the name. And after that, contract issues, when you're dealing with a lot of different publishers and they be on, y'all know what it is, it's like a record deal. She's just some kind of go bad in the background a little bit. So money was stole. I had to just, at the time I couldn't afford a retained attorney, so I just really had to separate myself from the contract and all my work that I did.
Wow.
Even though I was copyrighted, I just separated from that name and those people.
That's amazing.
And I tried to do it again as my own self-published author. But my topics, all of my topics, I kid you not, something in those books came from my life. So I put a little bit of me in each one of my characters. Every D Boy's Dream came because that's the time when I had to experience me in the streets, moving so much stuff, making so much money. That was a life that was like really shining, amazing for me to be a woman out there really eating the streets like that.
Right.
I wanted to put a little bit of it in the book.
Okay.
Also because I did it on the other side in the strip club. I got the money over there too. So I felt like I had both sides of the streets
Right.
to be able to put it in the book, and I did that.
Right.
So that's why that series was great after that. But all the other topics, again, they come from things that I might have went through, maybe something I did. I may give it to one of my characters in the book and then develop an entire story or plot around that.
Okay.
So I called initially when I started writing, it was like the urban street lit, because of course I was on that street stuff. But as I've grown as an author, I call it urban contemporary. All my characters are black. I kid you not, I write no books with no other characters but black characters, but they're never gonna stay in the streets because that's not all we about. We are about we can do the same thing in the streets in corporate America.
For sure.
So I took it on the other side because I got the degrees and I worked over there. I took all the shiesty stuff to corporate America, so I got urban contemporary tales that's full of all type of stuff right now. So
Man,
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
For real,
Most
for real.
def. So we just going to continue diving. So, what age was that when you was like, okay, I'm going to take this serious. Like, I'm going to really just dedicate myself to just being an author. Like,
When I first signed the first contract, it was in 2015, and y'all forgive me because it's listening in 2023 right now, whatever. I probably was in like the mid 30s. Or whatever this age stuff they go by. I really don't go by the ages because I did 20 years ago, so I don't feel like I aged at all. I just want to make everybody know that. But if we have to go off their numbers, that was sometime in 30s something in 2015, whatever age that was. That's when I took it serious.
Okay.
Because that's when I was able to, even though the contracts didn't go great, I was able to see me sell books though. I was able to see me climb them charts.
That's good.
I was able to have these readers know who I am and be happy to follow me and connect with me. And I still got some of the readers to this day, all these years.
That's amazing.
So that right there alone just let me know that I can do this.
Okay. So you free?
Yeah. So like, do you like the non-fictional, topics, or do you come from like a place out of your mind, just kind of like, I'm finna kind of make it juicy for the reader. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely would do it based on a true story.
Okay.
I will put the fact in there, but I'm always sensationalize with some fiction because with a true story, you got to have permission from the people who you're writing about.
Oh.
Everybody, you ain't belting out no story about these people, and these people ain't agreed to that.
Wow.
So that's for any time you want to do anything that's dealing with a true story, you have to go and get people to sign contracts because you have to first see if they want their story out there. Okay. So now I can take parts of it and I can sensationalize it.
Okay.
Now it's my story.
Right.
It's built on yours, but I done made it mine because I done added all this fluff into it. So that's how I can turn that true story into that true story into a fiction story with true components on it.
That's always juicy for the reader. Man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For real. That's what's up, Tyler.
Okay, I got a good question for you. So you got several books. Have you ever thought about pitching one of your books to become maybe like a movie or you know?
That is so crazy you said that. So y'all know Murder.
Right.
Murder Pain, that being all the 2x movies.
Right.
Because I know he real big, I actually reached out to him.
Okay.
And I got a contact back. You know, I know he always busy, whatever the case is. The fact that he responded back, period, point blank, that was it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He said, okay, let's talk. Okay. Again, I know he's busy, so I have to wait till that time will come. But I'm putting myself in position right now as an author, so I could be able to turn a lot of my books into screenplays and get them on 2x. Yeah. Because there is a space for us. That's one of the things I need to get trained on, but I'm not really sure if I want to learn. I'd rather hire somebody and get them trained in it and have them turn all my stuff into screenwriting. You see what I'm saying? Because I could do it, but I don't got time to sit down and put in that right now, but I can hire somebody to pay for a program for them to go to. That's right. And they could just be on the team. Right. That's all. That's what I want to do. Because I don't have to know everything. I just want to be able to write the stories. I don't got to know how to turn these stories into screenplays. It's other people who can be trained in that or who can do that already. I'd rather pay them, and then I'd rather take these to, because I reached out to a couple of production companies too to do it, to see how we can start that process, because I know I got some stuff that can be turned into series, whole movies. I'm ready for that, because that's the other lane where the movie go, the movie money coming from. And that's where a lot of black authors moving at right now to go to 2x.
That's what's up. Right. That's what's up. Now, with you being involved with it anyway, we know it's gonna be, entertaining.
Thank you. I like that. Thank you.
Yeah, straight up. So, just to piggyback off of what he was saying, any other adventures or anything, like songs, poems, do you write? Do you feel? Cause I'm a producer, so I just wanted to ask you that. Have you ever written anything else?
Yes. Okay. I know how to write practically everything, and yes, I have written raps. I cannot rap them.
Yes, you can.
You can write raps, but when it's time for them to listen, everybody ain't supposed to be in music. I'm trying to tell y'all. I have tried to say my own raps. I sound dumb. I just not me.
You can do it.
Poetry. I'm an avid poem writer. My poems are awesome. Sometimes I put them in my stories too. Make one of my characters be that, and put my poems in my stories, so I incorporate that in. But yes, I'm like an all-around writer. It's just not novels. It's all that.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I like to hear that.
I could be in the shower, and I can start a story. Sometimes I start a story and I can't tell you how it's gonna end. I just know how it's gonna start. I know my character. I can get all that heavy plot stuff out. I could be in the shower, in the middle of the shower, and the whole story comes to the end. As soon as I get out, I'm gonna go write it down.
Wow.
That's just how it come to me. I don't have to plan, outline, do it. I'm gonna just think of the story. Right. The title might not come, but the back of the story gonna come. Yeah. And then I could be doing something random, and boom, I got the end of the story right then and there. So I get out and make notes of it, because now I can see how it's gonna end. So now I know I can write the whole book through.
Yeah, man, that's a gift from God. Man. It's like you're freestyling.
Oh yeah.
Straight up.
Oh yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I fuck with it.
Okay, man, we're gonna continue diving, man. So being a black, female author, do you find the book game challenging? Do you feel like it's barriers for black women, women authors?
Let me just say this. Black male authors are always going to get more love than women authors, because there are more single black women. Do you hear what I'm saying? And single black women read more than single black men.
Oh, wow.
You got that? So it's not that it's hard. It's just that a male black author, he's going to go quicker. If his stories what they want to read, he's gonna shoot through. It's not gonna take a problem. I mean, not gonna take anything, not even heavy promotion, because he's a male black author, and we have female black readers who read. Okay, when it comes to us females, it's not hard. It's just sometimes we got to put in a little more promotion work, because sometimes it's not believable that we live that life. I'm the type of person who I lived it, so that's why my readers love me, because they really can see what they reading in their head. They looking at the whole movie as they're reading it. I get that all the time. So because I live that part of life, I don't have to come from the really sensational part, because I really know what it is and weigh it on the scale and all that. I can do that. You know what I'm saying? I can write that with truth. You feel what I'm saying? So the males usually have lived that life. So of course their story is going to be a lot more realer than the female who just writing. So they make it that right there makes it a little harder, because you have to really first know I really came from that and know what I'm writing about. I really came from that, just like he did. Right. But because he's a male and you a woman, you might flock over to him first. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool. I'm not mad. I get there. I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there.
That's on you, Frank.
Like I said, I'm a fan. I watch you. I'm troll you. I watch your stories and all that. So the other day, I seen a mushroom and EKG sandwich and a bowl of fruit on the side, and then eat the liver and all that. I stopped eating meat for a little while. So I'm continuing that journey. Is that how you always?
Yeah.
That's your approach?
So what happened was,
Okay.
I got to the place where I wanted to become a mom because
Okay.
I don't have any children.
Whoa.
So when I finally got serious, that's when they brought up some fibroids. You know what I'm saying, that had never been mentioned before. And so in the beginning when they brought it up, I had no education on it. So I continued, that man was like, oh, we'll just take a look at it. That's usually what white doctors say to black women who come up with that. Yeah. Oh, we'll just monitor it. It's really for us to get too big, we got to force ourselves to get a hysterectomy. Okay. That's what they wanted. That's the agenda. Okay. But see, in the beginning, I listened to him. Me not knowing, I didn't go do no research. And it's like a year and some change later when I went back, and a lady, she was like acting like she felt like it had done got bigger. So when she said that, she's like, we need to get an ultrasound and see where it's at. So now you scaring me because I know right now this is the time when I do want to become a mom. So that's when I started doing my research and realized that it did. Fibroids are prone to African American women because we eat more chicken, beef. Right. That stuff got more hormones, estrogen. Because of the increased estrogen levels, this is what causes these things to pop up on our uterus, whether it's fibroids, endometriosis, PCOS, just unexplained infertility. It's all tied to the diet and parasitic infections. Amazing. Okay, people don't realize that. Okay, so once I got the education on that, that's when I said, okay, then what I need to do, go vegan. I changed my diet overnight. That's not how you're supposed to go vegan. I really was supposed to do several detoxes first, but because I was so new to it, I woke up the next day and that was it. I didn't eat meat or dairy anymore. Okay, I was supposed to do several detoxes first, but it's okay. I done did that since. So now that I got a full understanding of my health, and every disease that we ever had starts with the parasite, now I live healthier. I don't eat that because we are plagued. African Americans are plagued with more disease, and we die early because of what we eat. Oh. Right. They tied to health or whatever they say, natural causes. We really don't even supposed to be dying before 100 years, whether y'all know that or not. Okay. So when we die between 60, 70 and all that stuff, that's attributed to really the health, the life that you live in. Okay. I ain't trying to do that. Right. Okay, I'm already, according to their clock, 41. Okay, but I still,
you're not,
right?
You're not.
But when they looked at my egg reserve, they was like, "You got the egg reserve of an 18-year-old, exactly." Because stop aging me with them numbers. My body is not aging. You see what I'm saying? So if I want to be able to have children, I want to be able to see them grow. That's right. I don't intend to have them this late and be like, "Oh, okay, I'm going to be dead at 80." I don't think like that. I feel like I'm gonna be here past 100. I'm finna see them and their kids, no matter what age I start. You see what I'm saying? So. My whole eat to live is for us to be here longer and stop putting ourselves in early graves because we really don't know what we're eating. Okay. Y'all can't pronounce none of the ingredients. They got like 3,000, all this stuff. Yeah. If you can't pronounce it, why you want to eat it? Yeah, that's real. You know what I'm saying? So I educate people on that. Yeah. And I look at other videos. That man, Yaki, what his name is, Yahoo. Anyways, the black guy who educates everybody, he got the dreads. I can never pronounce his name, but anyways, y'all know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. That's my teacher. Straight up. Him right there. I can look at Dr. Sebi, but I get more from this guy because guess what? Look at his image. I identify with the way he looked. Okay. I wasn't a Dr. Sebi was older and he's no longer here, so I can't get a teacher from him. So the guy who's stepping up to do that, Yaki, well, I hope I can, whatever. But anyways, that black guy with the dreads is very smart. So everything that I'm learning right now is literally because I tune in to my body and to what these people saying, and I go read it, and okay. That's what's up. So I'm on top of that. That's now. Amazing.
Yeah, I'm gonna snatch up some of them combos too.
Okay. And the mushrooms, I grow them in my garage because y'all don't know how beneficial mushrooms are. Yeah. So once I learned that, I went and got me a grow house. I got my mushroom stuff, and I grow my mushrooms in my garage because as soon as they peak and get ready, I pick them off and I go cook them. That's amazing. Okay, I'm a vegan. They are meat, so same stuff y'all eat. I just don't eat meat and dairy, but I eat the same way y'all eat. I just took out the dairy and put everything plant based. You eat macaroni, I do too. I just don't got dairy milk in. I got plant based milk. You see what I'm saying? Y'all think we eat different. We just don't eat meat and dairy. Amazing. Everything we do, we have a substitute for. Y'all chicken is our oysters. So y'all chicken and waffles is our fried oysters and waffles. You wouldn't even, if I cooked it right now, you wouldn't even be able to tell me the difference. Jeez. Wow, and I'm gonna cook, when I come back to the city, I'm gonna cook a vegan meal for y'all. Y'all not gonna tell me the difference. That's what I know. I eat just like y'all. I just don't eat meat and dairy. That's it. That's what's up. That's it.
That's what's up. So we're gonna continue diving. So let's talk about your educational background. Mm-hmm. So how many degrees do you technically have?
I owe them over $100,000, and as long as I live, I will not pay them until I'm dead. How is that possible? Because as long as I live, I owe them. They'll always be rich. Them degrees ain't made me no money from the degrees. Yeah. I ain't made no money with them degrees. I got 3. I got a associate's, a bachelor's, and a master's.
Amazing. Okay, that's what's up.
And the highest salary I got to with a master's, I'll kid y'all not, was $37,500. That's the highest with a master's in social services. That's not for me. So I changed my career and I became 6 figures when I did that.
That's exactly.
I went from tech and from tech into becoming a recruiter because that's where the money is in technology. So I made a switch. Now my degrees help me though, because you know how to say years of experience, or so the degrees give me that or part because I don't got the years of experience, or y'all don't think so. Tune in to another day when I lie about that. But anyways, so my sister, who out there in the car, is my item, my twin, okay? She the first person who's hit 6 figures, okay? And on top of that, she tests out everywhere. She's a career coach, and she's like a credit person, okay? So she got everybody credit together. She got the careers together, okay? So she did all her tests first and got the 6 figures. Then she came to me and said, okay, let me train you.
Okay,
So
that's what's up.
my 6 figures, all that came from my twin.
Yeah.
She do the career stuff and I do the business stuff and the book stuff.
Wow.
All right. I think it's on you free.
Yeah, man. Okay, so what could you say to a younger Erica Thomas?
Oh, God.
You know what I'm saying? That kind of want to take this venture, you know what I mean? And, you know, that's a
Slow
lot.
down.
Slow down, okay.
And enjoy the process. Because, see, I was impatient. So I was trying to rush a lot of this stuff and I never got to enjoy it. Okay. So when I got in the streets, and I had to learn all the lessons of the streets, from the streets to the kitchen and back, I started learning how to enjoy the process because that was a real learning lesson. Okay. I don't think that I would have learned that at college. Okay. You see what I'm saying? Sure. So I had to learn how to enjoy the process. I had to slow down. That is the biggest lesson for me. Okay. So now I know how to process everything because before that I just wanted things to go. And me rushing, that's why I was able to sign those bad book deals. Because, see, I rushed that. I was too happy to get on. Like a lot of artists is when they jump in, we be rushing trying to get to the money. And we don't realize what we just signed. So Right. So now I know more. I'm more mature.
Like Free say, come on now.
Come on
yeah.
now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm mature now. I seen more. I done learned more. I ain't rushing until, I did sign a new contract.
Okay.
I did sign them. I'm happy it's a better publisher. I did do that. And I got new books coming out and all that stuff, so y'all stay tuned. Because I'm ready for the revamp.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah.
It's on me?
Yeah, what you got for
Okay.
all
right. We got another one. So let's talk about your years in the strip club. Like we gotta talk about that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So let's talk about the years in the strip club. How did that happen? What made you want to be a stripper for that moment?
Players Club. Y'all remember when that movie came out?
Okay,
Oh my God,
okay.
I'm from Miami. I'm from Miami. Let me tell y'all. So of course, y'all know Miami is the strip, the club. That's what we do. Sure. I'm from Miami anyway. So I was in 11th grade when Players Club came out. I kid you not. I went to the movie with my best friend at that time. And after that movie, I said, we doing this when we get 18.
Okay.
We doing this when we get 18. The decision was made in 11th grade. I knew what time it was. So I tried to do it in 12th grade.
Okay.
I wasn't 18 though. Our birthday came in August. So while other people maybe turned 18 in 12th grade, I was still 17. So I tried to do it in 12th grade though. And one of our old childhood friends who actually had did it knew somebody who worked at the club. So she let me use her ID. On the back end, I was able to do it from that night. So everything was great, y'all. I was in there. I'm young. I first got a young body. I'm making money. And one of them old got mad. And she went and said, that girl looked like somebody that she underage. I kid you not.
Damn.
I got kicked out the club the same night. I was like, but I was making money. I was doing good. And when the old people see you, somebody new and they've never seen you, they hate. That hating shit was there. So that's how I started.
Okay.
And then when I came to Tallahassee to go to FAMU, and I jumped in the head first because I didn't know that Tallahassee didn't have strip clubs. Right. You can only do it parties. Right. So I had to learn how to get it like that. And so I first got with a dance company, learned the way how it work up here, just to get with them. I'm smart. I work for you to learn how this shit goes so I could do it myself. I know I could do it better. All I want to do is how to learn how the process go. And once they did that, me and my sisters, we twins. She can always have my back. So we both thinkers. So we took what we learned from them, got me a little web page and started getting me clientele. I had to change my dress code and all this stuff, and boom, I was on.
That's
okay.
All throughout the state, from here to Alabama to Georgia, took off. Yeah,
that's
y'all hustling.
Yeah,
Y'all hustling.
Yeah,
it's on you free.
Yeah, I fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. Tell me a little bit about the reason. Like, I know you said, you was in the streets, and the reason that's when you can, God gave you the reasons. I know that. But what was the reason? Were you trying to reach that young girl, or just you were trying to reach somebody? Like, who were you trying to reach when you first started writing? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
The college girl.
Bet.
So she don't gotta make it hard on herself. Cause my first character, Dream, was in college. She was a hustler. I told her she went from the strip club. Yeah. And then she met the dude, and then she got in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And she had her part of the operation where she had a bigger part in it than he did, even though they was together, ended up being together. So it was like, that's what I was speaking to at that time, just to show people that it's possible, because I did it. I went to college and I went to the streets, and it's like two sides of the same coin. I'm gonna make the same money. Only difference is I don't gotta deal with it as much disrespect as I had to deal with in the club versus in the streets. In the streets, I just got all the plug want to talk. Come on, bro.
Right.
Let's just do green. We ain't got to do nothing else. You know what I'm saying? But it's the same jump, just whatever. So.
Right. That's what's up.
Okay. So you mentioned something I want to tap in on it. So like, what new books you got coming? What you working on right now?
Okay, so I just did retitled one with my publisher. That's gonna be called My Sneaky Link, Her Man.
No, I'm trying to get on that one.
Yes, My Sneaky Link, Her Man. That's gonna be the first release, and I'm finishing up book 2 now. That's a 2-book series there.
Right.
And then after that, I got a couple of more. I got 4 other books, but I can't tell you the titles because she helps with, like, I can title them, but she's gonna say we gotta have something that's catchy. They all awesome stories, so I ain't got no titles for nothing else. I just got fully written stories, and she gonna title them out when she get the synopsis. She helped me title them out, so it's catchy. Cause this sneaky one, was a different title that I thought was catchy. Yeah. But she said no, that's not catchy. So that's why she said, give me a word that everybody use now. Go with your book, and I was like, sneaky link. That's kind of, that's kind of what the story about. Yeah. Oh, so I ran with that. So I got that coming out. Like I said, the rest of them already written. They coming out behind that. Yeah. So we'll get all the titles once we get everything planned for release. But right now, the first one is My Sneaky Link, Her Man.
That's right. Man. Okay, that's good. I love to read. That's something I got into. My mom used to read them type. Them books, them love affairs and stuff. I started reading. I'm like,
you better read the book too. You better read the book too. And I ain't talking about that ebook. I'm talking about a hard copy. Don't be. You can get the ebook. I'd rather buy it and put it in the.
I will.
So your girlfriends can read it and all.
Most definitely. All
right.
So like the confidence you got. You know what I'm saying? I'm just seeing you. You know what I mean? Just watching you shine. You know what I mean? That comes from within. Is that more spiritual, or is it just like your mom or people around you supported you so much? Like, you know what I mean?
That came from healing. Okay. So I always been arrogant, y'all. They always call me. I don't know why. Call me Arrogant Erica. No. When I first came out of college, I was working for Department of Juvenile Justice at Tallahassee Marine Institute. Right. I'm not a person that want to see people go to jail. Like, that's not me. So while, the kids on my case or whatever the case is, it's certain things I know y'all can't do. I ain't finna let y'all get away with it because, these parents and these kids don't know. Yeah. So y'all thought I got the degree to come help y'all. If I could break them all out, I would. But since I'm here, let me just tell you what you can't do. Because I know by law you can't do it. Right. So because of that, they dubbed me Arrogant Erica. Wow. They ain't really want to. So that right there. So everybody say I'm arrogant, but the confidence came from healing. Right. Because once I understood everything I went through had a purpose and a reason behind it, and it's nobody else's fault but mine because I allowed it. Then that's what helped me bring my confidence back. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to learn. I had to take what I had to take from it. It wasn't meant to break me, but you see what I'm saying? So now I'm confident because I won't let it break me again. Right. Or those people. Right. So. Right. That's where it came from. That's good. I wanted to know that. Yeah.
Okay, we continue diving. Yeah. So, being an author, what can you explain to the youth as far as like how important it is to have residual income?
Ooh, that's very important because y'all saw what happened to the economy when the COVID came. Y'all saw these jobs letting people go because we couldn't even leave our house for a portion. Right. That's in different states. For the longest, people couldn't even work. Okay, so when you ain't got no income coming in, what is you doing? Like, what you gonna do? Just sit there and just let stuff pile up? When my back against the wall, if I don't do nothing else, I'm always go back to the streets. You're gonna have to always have some way to get you some income, okay? So the residual, the passive, and the active income can be set up in different ways, okay? You can do the passive where you ain't got to do no work at all. It's just like, that's digital products. Me selling books, writing books, put them up, let the money come. I don't got to touch it. My Amazon store, I tell y'all to go buy these products, you go buy and the money just get deposited. I don't got to touch that. I could do the active income where I'm actually making stuff. If I want to go back to making a bracelet and making the stuff I can, I had that on the side too. I had money coming from that, right? So, or I could just do the residual is gonna be from like the rental income and things of that nature. While all of that's coming forward. I mean, coming in the future. So it's very important that each household has that. Now, What's not important is y'all playing into the generational wealth lie. And I put that on my page. Y'all know if anybody read it. Generational wealth in the black community is used as a weapon to make us feel guilty if we don't leave our kids like tangible items like houses and cars. Do y'all know that wealth come from knowledge? So as long as you give your kids the tools, that's it. What they do with those tools, you cannot make them use them. You see what I'm saying? That's generational wealth. If you fail your child by not giving them the tools, then yeah, you failed them. You didn't pass down any wealth. But if you gave them all the tools and ways to get the money and things of that, and they still dropped the ball, you had nothing to do with that. You gave them. Okay? So the same way you very good with your son and you giving him the tools, if he grew up and become a shitty version of you, that's not your fault. You did not fail him. You showed him everything. He only took what he wanted to take. That's just life. That's real. So when we come out of thinking that because we don't leave our kids houses and loads of money, that's not generational wealth. Because you can leave a spoiled child and they can ruin it. And they could be gone. And then what? Right. Where's the wealth then? Ain't they broke now? Now you somewhere in your grave turning over because you left them $1 million and they effed over the $1 million within a year. Was that no? But if you gave them tools for them to make that $1 million plus 10 more,
you did something.
That's it.
That's real.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So we just gotta come out of thinking that if we don't leave our kids all this tangible stuff that we didn't serve them their purpose. Yes, we did. Yeah. Yes, we did. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
that's real. To piggyback off you, my last question too. The kids, the future. You know what I'm saying? Do you see more authors? You know, female authors, or just more in the making to the point where this is something regular now. You know what I'm saying?
I want to see more male authors.
Okay.
It's a lot of female authors.
Okay,
but it's a lot of males who got stories.
Right.
Y'all got stories that y'all have in y'all head that you don't know how to get out. Y'all done seen some stuff. And the things that y'all seen can be turned into a fiction story. Like, for instance, a lot of men went to prison. I've never seen somebody sit down and write a prison series. We don't know what it's like in the inside. I don't. And the people I hit on, the abuse y'all went through, you don't have to put real name, but you can make it into a whole fiction. Tell us exactly what you went through in there. So I really want to see more male authors.
Okay.
And let us know y'all pain, because we know y'all go through it, but a lot of y'all hold it in. Okay. So put it in the book. It might just be your life story. Might be just something like somebody else need to read or get whatever they need to get from it. You don't have to always stand on the podium and give help these people. Just put it in the book. Maybe if you don't never want to know who the world know who you is, put it in the book and put an anonymous author on it. But still give it to us and give us the knowledge. I want to see way more male authors. Okay. Y'all get a lot of love. I will tell y'all that y'all do. I just want to see way more male authors.
That's what's up. Pay attention, y'all. More male artists. We need it, man. That's
definitely. Okay, I think this is my last one too. So we see you into the life coaching. What would be your 3 words? And just if you only had 3 words for the black community as a whole, man and female.
Heal then build.
What's the last one?
That's
heal
it.
And build.
Heal and build. No, listen. Heal then build.
Okay, heal then build.
The 3 words.
Okay. You cannot build on a shaky foundation.
Okay,
you
that's real.
You have to make it solid, so you have to heal it.
Yeah.
And that goes generations deep. Okay. Heal it. And when you heal it, I guarantee when you build it, it's gonna be so solid nobody can break it.
I like that.
Okay? That's all. That's my platform. That's all I tell people: heal then build. You can't do one without. You can't build without healing. You can try, but we can see if we can watch it crumble because you don't know how to maintain it.
Right.
You got too many disturbances. You still trying to get over some stuff. Yeah. I told you I wouldn't be able to be here with y'all if I didn't heal. I had to get over some stuff. Right. So when you get over some stuff, you see now you see your purpose for real. Okay, this why I'm here. Right. Because if not me, then who? I had to go through this. Okay, all right, that's right. So heal then build.
All right, that's real. That's real. I love that, man. I ain't also way to
end. But we most definitely appreciate you coming by.
I'm so happy.
Miss Erica Thomas, welcome to the crib.
Yeah,
welcome to the crib.
Thank you so much, man.
Appreciate it.
Welcome. Yeah. I enjoyed y'all questions. That was awesome questions.
Almost
and I thank y'all for having me.
Always, man.
So I will be, to keep up with me, I have a lot of different events that's going on from May to August. I got 2 in indie book fairs, one in August and one during the Classic in November in Orlando. So y'all stay tuned for that. But May I'm speaking at a writer's block party on the topic of how to start being a writer and how to become an author and get your work out there. I got 2 events in June. One is in Detroit and one is in Orlando. Same day, so crazy. But I'm gonna have somebody working my Orlando event. I'm gonna be in Detroit. Detroit is where they have all the open cast and the people who come with the production company to turn these books into movies. That's why I have to get to that event. Okay?
Most definitely got to make that one.
That's very important for me to go there. Then I'm going to a Juneteenth parade in Daytona.
Ooh.
I'll be over there, at BCU, Bethune-Cookman, so that's right where I need to be.
Yeah.
And then after that, I skip July. Then August again is my book fair in Orlando, and I'm gonna skip it all the way to November. I'm pretty happy about the Florida Classic Book Fair, and I'm trying to get it added to the official classic lineup as an event now. So that's what I'm working on right now. So that's what I'll be doing for the rest of this year.
That's what's up.
Most
Yes.
def, man. We appreciate you for stopping by,
Thank
shedding
y'all.
light. You know what I mean? That's what we do this for.
Yeah.
To inspire the youth. You know what I mean? So most definitely, man. Welcome
Definitely
to the
pretty in
crib,
person,
man.
too.
Welcome to the crib.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.